I thought I had it all figured out, The blueprint for a good life, a great life, handed down from, well, everyone. Parents, teachers, magazines, Hollywood, it was everywhere. And for a long time I chased it, hard, like my life depended on it. But I was wrong. So incredibly, utterly wrong. I remember my early 20s, fresh out of college, eyes wide with ambition. I landed that corporate job everyone craved. The one with the shiny glass building downtown, the fast-track promotions, the promise of a corner office before 35. And I did it. I climbed. I worked late. I volunteered for everything. I networked until my voice was hoarse and my smile felt painted on. My peers, my family, they were all so proud. "Look at them go," they'd say. And I'd just nod, soak it in. It felt good for a while. Outside of work, I was building the other pieces. The perfect partner, the curated apartment, always Instagram ready. The weekend trips that looked amazing in photos. Brunch with friends, spin classes at dawn, charity galas. I was doing it all. My calendar was a masterpiece of productivity and social engagement. I was living the dream, the American dream even, or at least the glossy magazine version of it. People looked at me, I could tell, with admiration, maybe a little envy. "You have such a perfect life," they'd sigh, and I'd just smile, a small, polite, practiced smile. Inside, though, something felt off. Like a really expensive, perfectly wrapped gift that was completely hollow. The thing about perfection is, it's exhausting. It's a full-time job on top of your full-time job. Every decision felt like it had to be the right one. The right car, the right vacation spot, the right thing to say at the right moment. The pressure, man, it was constant. Like this low hum in my brain that never stopped. I started to feel this weird disconnect. I was performing my life, not living it. I'd be at some fancy restaurant nodding along to a conversation while my mind was miles away, just tired. So profoundly tired. Not physically, not always, but emotionally. My soul felt like it was running on fumes. Burnout hit me like a slow, creeping fog. Not a sudden collapse, but a gradual erosion. I'd wake up in the morning and just feel nothing. Or maybe a dull ache. That drive, that ambition that had fueled me for years, it was just gone. Replaced by this heavy sense of obligation. I was doing all the things I was supposed to do. Achieving all the milestones, but for what? Why did it feel so empty? Why was I still searching for something? I tried to ignore it, of course. Told myself it was just stress, or maybe I needed a new hobby. So I added more to the plate. Started learning a language, picked up pottery. Another thing to be good at, another photo op. But the hollowness just deepened. It was like I was meticulously wallpapering over a crumbling foundation. The worst part? I couldn't talk about it. How do you tell people, I have this amazing life, everything I ever wanted, and I feel absolutely nothing? Or worse, I feel like I'm suffocating under the weight of it all. You can't. Not without sounding ungrateful or crazy, right? So I just kept smiling, kept performing, trapped in this gilded cage I'd built for myself. It was a Tuesday, just a regular Tuesday. I was at my desk, responding to emails, staring at the perfectly curated desktop background I'd chosen for productivity. And something just broke, not loudly, not dramatically. It was quiet. Like a dam slowly cracking. I remember thinking about a conversation I'd had with an old friend. They were living a much simpler life, struggling a bit financially, but they talked about their passions with such fire, such genuine joy. And I realized in that moment that I couldn't remember the last time I'd felt real joy. Not the kind you post about, but the quiet, soul-deep kind. That night I didn't go home. I just drove, for hours. Ended up by the ocean watching the waves crash in the dark. No agenda, no calls to make, no emails to check. Just the ocean. And for the first time in what felt like forever, I allowed myself to just feel. The exhaustion, the regret, the searing loneliness of having everything but feeling utterly lost. I cried, not soft, polite tears, ugly, heaving sobs that felt like they were ripping out years of unspoken sorrow. It was messy as hell, scared the shit out of me, honestly. But it felt real, for once. Look, I'm not gonna tell you I figured it all out that night. That's bullshit. But something cracked open, and I couldn't close it again, even if I wanted to. The journey back to myself has been, and still is, complicated. It's meant dismantling parts of that perfect life, making really uncomfortable choices, and disappointing some people along the way. It's meant learning to prioritize peace over prestige, authenticity over approval. I'm still figuring it out, honestly, but I've realized that the real burden wasn't the external expectations. It was my own belief that I had to carry them all. That my worth was tied to how flawlessly I executed someone else's idea of success. And the quest for authentic fulfillment. That's not a destination. It's a daily choice to listen to that quiet inner voice, even when it's whispering things that don't fit neatly into the perfect blueprint. If any of this resonates with you, if you've ever felt that subtle, unsettling ache amidst your own achievements, consider subscribing. We're all just trying to navigate this messy thing called adult life, and knowing we're not alone can make all the difference. Because sometimes the quietest struggles are the ones that echo the loudest in our souls.